Well, hello. Welcome to today's Dashcam Diary of a Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. I am out and about doing some running around. Basically just had a doctor appointment first thing this morning. Then I went and got my oil changed and radiator serviced. Rear and front differentials changed out. Had wiper blades reinstalled. I had new blades installed. Let's see. Now I just made an appointment for an hour from now to get my tires rotated and get new tire sensors for air replaced. So I'm getting everything done that I can possibly think of for a safe trip in my vehicle on my drive to Vegas in less than 2 weeks. I can't believe I'm going to be on the road in hopefully Nevada this time 2 weeks from now. The time is flying by, guys. I am a cheese slut through and through. I can't wait to see my Ray fam. I can't wait to get my hair done. I need to figure out where to get my pedicure done. Because I want to have nice toes, even though they're going to be covered the majority of the time, honestly. I'm just trying to think of everything that I can do before I go, so I'm not forgetting anything. I do need to pack up my clothes, figure out my grad bag situation for all my Ray fam. I'm trying to do everything that I can. I got to make sure I have my road maps available for if I do service, which is often does happen. And if there's construction along any route, I got to plan out my route, plan out my gas stops, plan out potentially a motel to stay in Monday night, and then Tuesday night I'm hoping to be in Vegas. So if I drive at least 2 8-hour days, I will have basically, I should be in Vegas with a roughly 16 to 18-hour drive from where I'm coming from. Worst case scenario, 18 hours. I haven't really planned it. It's just under 24 hours drive. So let's say I have to drive at least 12 hours a day to get there in time for Tuesday night to stay and have dinner with 2 of my Ray family members, and stay in their motel room and pay for parking at the hotel that they're at. And then Wednesday, meet up with my hair lady and get my hair did. I'm going to tell her I think it's going to be Wednesday, and it's going to be Wednesday sometime. I'm going to have to check out at some point, figure out what it's going to take for traffic. burp my radiator system to make sure that there's no bubbles in it. And so I'm trying to figure out how to go 20 miles and also be back in time for my appointments at the tire place within an hour. So I'm trying to kind of go back across town a couple times so I can get that taken care of. So that is what's been going on. My uncle has been working like crazy. I paid him $100 for all the work he's done. He wasn't expecting that. He's like, what's this for? Like, because he's been working really hard. Basically, that's all my uncle does all day long and most of the night is he does bracelets for me. Sometimes I have to cut him apart because he uses beads I don't want him to use. So I did that when he was gone and not while he was home, and he's going to wonder where it went when I get home. I know he will. He's going to ask about it. He's like, where'd that other necklace go? I'm like, well, I was reserving those beads because I don't have as many, and I don't want to place another order. Honestly, I don't. To order more of the beads that he used. Because I need to stop buying beads. I don't have enough space. Oh, I could just go to Walmart even after I get gas. That's what I can do. I'll go get a new storage container or two, and then go back to the tire place. Yeah, as long as I don't spend too much time in Walmart, I should be able to go through self-checkout. I'm trying to think of any snacks I might want for my journeys. I need to go to Kaiser if I want to get some of that peanut butter and chocolate. I might just order it on Walmart online and have them deliver it. My favorite protein shakes are the peanut butter and chocolate Premier Proteins. And my uncle has been snidely and sneakily drinking them without me being around. So I'm like, you mother trucker. Like, he was asking permission before he started just taking them and drinking them. I'm like, you mother trucker. He's like, what, the Reese's peanut butter cup one? I'm like, yeah. He calls them Reese's peanut butter cup. Yeah, I get where he's getting that around the chocolate peanut butter. Yeah, I get it. But still, I'm like, don't take and drink all my stuff. So I do need to get 2 cases of those, maybe 3 for my entire trip. Because that's what I'm going to be living off of, is protein shakes and snacks. And so I'm really going to end up dropping some pounds on my road trip and at EDC because of all the miles I'll be walking. If I don't get that mobility scooter, which I need to check my Instagram messages and see if they replied back. If not, I need to give them a call today. I'm trying to think of everything I need to call and set up. Oh, I need to set up my freaking mouth surgery too, which is just going to have to be after I get back. And I have to figure out the timing of that so I don't do it right before my next festival, which would be a bad idea. Having my mouth healing from crowns and other stuff going on with my mouth. I don't want to be healing from that when I go to my next festival. So it's all about timing. I might have to schedule that for July, I think, after I get back from Beyond Wonderland at the end of June. And then Base Canyon is in the middle of August, so that should give me like a month and a half to heal my mouth before I go to my next festival at the end, my last festival of the season. Because festival season has begun! Whoop, whoop! So yeah. I'm super excited for my future and my goals. I'm just waiting for my freaking custom-made beads to be in the mail. I'm really upset that he hasn't gotten them out. He relied on his husband to send them out, and his husband left it in the back of the car for over a week or 2. And so I messaged him and said, when he said he was cleaning out the car, he came across my package. He was like, ah! And I'm like, yeah, I kind of need those. I could have been making bracelets and have my uncle make them all along. And now I'm going to have to give all of them to my rave family in person, which is actually kind of better, honestly, because I am sending out a couple boxes today. So I have that on my agenda to go to the post office, which I'll probably just do in my hometown. It's like a couple blocks from my house. I don't need to do it in Salem. But while I'm in Salem right now, I'm trying to think of everything I need to do in order to get this, get everything aligned up. I just need to align everything in just the right month and time frame. I don't know how far out some of these doctors or dentists are booking out. So I really I gotta get everything done. I gotta get a hold of my my mental health provider to make sure he can release my medication a little bit early. My medication is so off kilter right now with my anxiety meds. I have so many Adderall on stockpile, it's ridiculous. If I were, which I'm not, if I were to be in the market of selling them, which is illegal, which is why I do not do that. If I were one of those types of people, I'd be making bank off of several of my bottles right now. But no, I never know when they're going to be having a shortage or when a provider, if I have to ever change providers. Oh my gosh, can I? This gas station is busy as all F. It's getting along. This guy looks like he has a big tank, but I don't care. I'll sit here and just record my video. Pay attention to recording. Today I gotta dye my hair too. If I have time, I have to do my infusion today. It's infusion day. I have got so much on my plate today, it's ridiculous. Post office. Call the oral surgeon so I can set up a date in between festivals. And hopefully he's not booked that far out, but at least far enough I can get in July. So I got that. Clindamycin is the antibiotic that I've been given IV under anesthesia. So I didn't have a reaction that they saw while I was under. So I'm gonna have to give that answer to my oral surgeon. And then, so I gotta set up that. I still need to, let's see, talk to my endocrinologist and give him the answer about the trigger point injection, how much steroid they put in it. Hi, baby. You doing me? You doing me? Doing me, dog. No, girl. She's a good girl. Want some air? So you can smell the gasoline? Not good for you, baby, but you want. There you go. Smell that gasoline. Yep, we're at a gas place. Excuse me. So yeah, I got a lot of things going on, guys. My privacy. I don't like my windows open when I'm recording. Plus the noise outside. You guys get enough of that road noise when I'm driving and recording. So yeah, I paid my uncle some money to, because he spent money on some food and groceries and stuff, and all his time. His time is valuable, even though he has nothing better to do with his time. At least he made some money making bracelets for me. Him and I estimated what it would cost when I made all those necklaces and bracelets and stuff for the dispensary, which my uncle has definitely doubled or tripled the amount of what he has made me versus what I spent on making the dispensary beads. I do have another business order to complete, which is going to take a while, which is hard to do with festival season right now. That's going to be more of a winter project, and after, before or after surgery project, I'll have to be just doing all my beading then, because I'll have nothing else I'll be able to do, because healing from that surgery takes a lot. Oh man, my cuticles look like crap. Look at these cuticles, are like really, really dried out. Man, this guy is taking forever. Why can't I just turn around and go on the other side? Who's behind me? Anybody? Just take that guy's line. He's leaving. This guy is as slow as all get out. What an idiot, dude. He was first fueled a gas tank or a gas can in his freaking vehicle. Then he decided to fuel his vehicle up. Like, seriously, dude? Man. Alright, I'm gonna pause this here. Alright, got my gas started. Man, it's so much cheaper at this gas station. This is like the only gas station I come to in Salem, because it's $3.89 for premium. I can even do non-ethanol premium, which I don't know what would be better. I think it's been running on ethanol for so long that I don't know if it would like mess it up by not doing ethanol, non-ethanol. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do a research about that, about ethanol versus non-ethanol gas, and what runs better in my vehicle, honestly. So yeah, also today at the doctor's office, I gave away 2 bracelets. One to the lady checking me in. I gave her the, and another patient. I gave away 3 bracelets. I gave away one that said, piece of my heart, and I had a little pizza in the shape of a heart. And I gave away the one that said happy ass, and it was all in purple, and it had some of these big old block letters like that, and it said happy. And the other letters, it says ass, that are kind of squished together, and it had the poop emoji on it. So I hope she enjoyed it. She liked it. The lady I gave it to, she was quilting, so or crocheting right next to me. I'm like, oh, you're not the only one that brings a whole bunch of stuff with you. And she's like, yeah. No telemarketer. $32 down. My heart, my heart's up front. And then I gave one to the lady that checked me in, and it was really cute. Which one did that say? That one was, what did that one say? I don't remember now. I know you're getting hot, baby. Here, let me open this for you. Oh, but I hit the door open when I'm freaking recording. I'll be back. Alright, on the road again. Can't wait till I get back on the road again. So off tune I am. So off tune I sing. Whew. I still could not for the life of me remember what bracelet I gave that first girl. What the heck did it have on it? There were teeny round pink beads. And dang, I am not gonna, I don't remember. I don't remember which one it is I gave that first one. I remember the other one, the piece of my heart. And then the other one was the happy, but happy ASS. The other one I just don't know. Oh, I do now. I remember. Drama Llama. I asked her, and it really took her off guard from like her doing her computer and checking me in and all that stuff. I was like, I'm I'm like, it's kind of a personal question. I leaned in a little bit. I'm like, do you have much drama in your life? And she's like, not really. I'm like, well, you're about to, because here's some drama llama. And I gave it, she laughed, and she's like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is so cute. And she didn't understand that I was giving it to her. She's like, you make these? And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, I hope you enjoyed it, because now you have some drama in your life. Not of the llama brand. Of the llama kind of. And she laughed again. She's like, what, are you going to keep this? I'm like, yeah, it's for you. She's like, oh my gosh, thank you. I love it. Like, I like to make, you never know when it's going to help brighten somebody's day. And so I like to wear extras to give to random strangers wherever I am, wherever I'm at. At least the nurse that checked me into my, took me back to my room, different nurse than the one that checked me in. At least she knew what EDC was, because she had some friends that went, and she's like, did you hear about what happened to the one in California? I'm like, I don't know, the Coachella happened, but also Beyond Wonderland happened in California. So now I have to look up what happened at that place, because I don't know what happened with her friends, but oh, I need to go back home. I'm not back home. Dang it. I need to turn around at the dump. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Got a lot of traffic coming. Now I gotta wait for the people to... Whoops, sorry guys, went the wrong way. Ew, that is roadkill possum. Cool possum. Gosh, I totally went the wrong way. That's what happens when I'm trying to do a dash cam, and you know, I'm used to just automatically going home after I do things, like getting gas. It's just an automatic, I usually go home right afterwards, so. Now I've got a half hour. I've only got a half hour to get in and out of Walmart and get down to the opposite end of Lancaster. There's a Walmart close to the one that they're at, but I know the locations of everything in the store, and the one that I want to go to instead is the one that's closer to my highway to get towards home, and it's just, yeah. So this is my day. This is the day in the life of a disabled, and this is my diary, telling you everything, the ins and outs of what I think about while I'm driving, which I have my most profound thoughts and conversations in my head to myself while I'm driving and when I'm in the shower. But I can't really record in the shower unless I did like some kind of OnlyFans, but I ain't about that life. I ain't about that. Although I have seriously been considered doing some kind of feet fetish stuff. But I don't know if my feet are what people are looking for in feet fetishes. I don't know. But I really don't want to show off any other part of my body, except for my feet when it comes to that kind of lifestyle. You know what I'm talking about? Fetish people, freaks in the sheets. I'm pretty vanilla, I suppose, is what people call it. I'm pretty boring just because I don't even have it. Nor do I really want it right now. My body is under a lot of stress and pain that the thought of even trying to have those kind of relations makes my body cringe because of how much pain it will cause me if I do it. So a good therapist, and I need to be able to hold down friendships before I can even think about a romantic relationship, friendship with somebody. So that's where I'm at in that category of my life. I'm just too disabled. I would be a disappointment because I wouldn't, we wouldn't even have a honeymoon phase of having fun like that, because I have to have surgery and get that fixed. I have to get my spinal cord fixed. Like, just any kind of that is another reason why I can't even work out. Not only is it because I have dysautonomia, POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which means my heart rate and blood pressure, part of my autonomic nervous system, do not work properly, and depending on what position I'm in, depends on if one of them are going to tank or go off the charts high, because it takes too much for my body to pump the blood through my body, because my veins are hypermobile and flexible, where they they dilate and expand more so than the typical person. So I have a lot of issues that are foreign to a lot of normal people that don't have connective tissue issues, primarily collagen type, but it does affect all the joints and our immune systems and our autonomic nervous system, like EDS, which EDS Awareness Month starts May 1st, guys. So if I start talking about a lot of my medical stuff, it's because of my EDS, and it's Awareness Month. And I really do want to start supporting the EDS Society with some of my YouTube content. So I will be potentially doing a series on that if I can find time, which really I don't see much time, because it's going to be my birth month, and birth month I'm busy as heck getting ready for my vacation, driving. Then I have like a week to 2 weeks in Vegas where I don't have my laptop and all that stuff with me to be able to navigate, doing a lot of posting and stuff. So I still love my cuz, but I think I have frustrated my cousin with my thumbnail. He said he's picky about the angles and lighting and stuff, and he hates having to change all that. I didn't realize I picked up snowdrift. Put it with my black and white ones. It's not even glued yet. I have to glue this. So it's got an 8-ball. I need to put snowdrift on there. Didn't realize that one was with my EDS bracelets. These are all EDS related, except for the snowdrift one. That one is definitely not. If y'all have been mischievous troublemakers or substance users in the past, y'all know what an 8-ball is, and snowdrift, what that means. But if you haven't, I'm not going to explain it. Look it up yourself. So my uncle was pretty thoughtful on how he designed that one. That was a good one. I've had to help him on some of them with words and phrases to put with things. He likes to do long necklaces where they're just absolutely obscenely too long. But I'm not going to make him take them apart, although I may alter them by adding an extra charm to it, because it's just too long with nothing on it to, like, I don't know how many times I have to tell him it, and he doesn't remember, and it's probably because he smokes so much herb in the process of making them that he forgets, some of the main things. Which, honestly, you know what, I may just write them down so he can remember. So I feel bad for taking that one apart this morning. I was really pissed off because I'm just like, oh, don't use these beads. These are the ones I need to make specifically for certain keychain charms that I have. They look like little bubble containers, but they're completely enclosed and they aren't bubbles, and they have like a some liquid on the inside of this bottle, and it's a floating panda or a unicorn in it. It is super adorable, and it like glow in the dark, and so I'm like, the perfect. And to make it look like bubbles going around the entire thing, I have different size iridescent looking balls of different sizes, and he used like a whole bunch of them. He basically made the necklace that I need that thing on, but there's no way I could have cut it apart and added to it. I had to cut it completely apart, otherwise it would have been perfect if I could have just added it to it. I couldn't add it to it though, unfortunately, and it sucks because I hate frustrating my uncle, because he gets a little frustrated if he can't do something, or if he feels like he failed. Like, it's a lot of the mental illness in my mom's side of the family. We all feel like some kind of failure or something if we don't do it right the first time. And there's a lot of generational trauma, and I'm not going to get into it right now, but it's really hard for it's hard for me, because I don't want to make him feel like a failure. I try my best to be very supportive and not much of a hard butt about it. And I have had to say a couple times, I'm like, I'm not trying to be a dick about it. There's just certain things. And he is being sarcastic, but whenever you're being sarcastic, there's always a little bit of truth to it. So even though he may be joking about like I working too hard or whatever, I don't. It's just there's a couple of things here and there that I'm picky about, and you never know when I'm going to be picky about something. And I was a dick yesterday. I'm like, I just need sleep. I was on lack of sleep. I only got 4 hours of sleep. I couldn't sleep the night before. He's like, why didn't you get me up? I'm like, because he needed to sleep too. And so I didn't want to wake him up to make him beat. He does it all day long. He doesn't need to do it at night too, and stay up and get lack of sleep with me. Even though I stayed up and got lack of sleep with him, it messed me up for 2 nights. And plus I didn't have my Xanax, so I could not sleep. And sometimes my body just can't stop being wound up. I can't unwind some nights, and I don't know why I couldn't unwind that night in particular. Probably just because my sleep schedule was really thrown off from the night before. Purposely forcing myself to stay awake till 4 a.m. with him because he could not sleep. He couldn't sleep. And finally I was like, I gotta go. It is 4 a.m. He's like, is this 4? And I'm like, yeah, dude. And he only got like 5 hours of sleep that night. And he got up kind of early the next day, and he didn't go with me, and I had to get up, and I had appointments to go to, and so that was 2 days of like kind of lack of sleep built up. So I was kind of just in a really bad mood, and I told him, I explained it to him, like, I'm just in a terrible mood, Uncle. I don't do well when I don't get enough sleep, and I'm in pain, and blah 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 blah. I can't even remember exactly what I said, but along those lines. And so he's like, yeah, I understand that. That's understandable, or something like that, he said. And I'm like, yeah. I said, I just don't ask me a bunch of questions right now. I'm like, I'm pretty easygoing the majority of the time until I get no sleep for several nights in a row, and then you don't want to be around me. I'm just an emotional wreck. I have no emotional regulation. Usually I can fake it, I can do it okay, on one day, but 2 days in a row, I couldn't do it. So today, when I see him when I get home after all my errands and stuff, I'll, apologize to him, like, I'm sorry. I explained it yesterday, though. I just can't get a lack of sleep for that long. I just can't. He's like, oh, you're playing video games. I'm like, no, actually, I was beating. He's like, that's when he was like, oh, why didn't you get me up? I'm like, no, dude, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to interrupt your sleep and make you grumpy, too, like me. So, anyway, I gotta get in and out. I gotta go get my containers, and I love you all. Remember, tell those that you love them. Tomorrow is never promised, but tomorrow is also a new day and a fresh start for you to lead a happier life. So here's my little bit of goodbye knowledge. Remember to always feel your feelings. You do not want to get stuck in them, but feel your feelings. It's okay not to be okay. And, you know, just communicate with others. Let them know, you know, if you're not feeling okay, let them know. So hopefully you can get your space and you can heal however you need to heal and move forward. So I love you all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.